Hey everyone, Steve here. Hope you're doing well, and welcome to Live QA episode 14. And thanks for joining me. Got a few things to get through today, but first, just some things that have been happening in my week. And where to start? Since you joined me last Sunday, first thing I wanted to say was that I'll be doing these live streams every Sunday at this time. It's 10:30 in the evening in Korea, and this week I've got a small Heineken can to keep me company. And this week, yesterday, Diodaro, they reached out to me a few months ago. I think they reached out to quite a few other people, and they wanted to send some strings to various YouTubers and Instagram, and people have got like some little following, I guess, and they released this new XT series, so I just wanted to give them a quick shout out. And they're kind of like coated strings, but they don't really feel that coated, but apparently got a lot of longevity in them, so I'm going to try them out, and they feel great. They don't feel as stiff as elixirs do, so hopefully they're going to last a bit longer for me. But as we get started, let me know how has your week been, and what have you been up to since we last spoke. And if you're new here, well, welcome, of course. I went to watch the new Joker movie yesterday night. That was really, really good fun. Really epic movie, actually. So I'm not sure if that's actually, I think it's out in America, all right, and everywhere else. I'm not so sure. But yeah, finished at like 12 last night, so I was pretty tired, but it was a really epic ride, that movie. Really enjoyed that one. So, and this week, I believe I mentioned last time that I'm working on a top 5 math rock intros video. And I'm getting the drummer Joel in my band to do the drums for those. So I'm going to have 5 of those. I'm going to see how that video goes. And I've been trying to learn some of the songs. And one of those songs is Biblical Violence by Hella. So I'm having a hard time learning that one. But it's been quite good fun. So, hey, Jonathan says he's going to see it today. Excellent stuff. And I got my guitar here. I'm not going to play too much today if I can help it, but I just wanted to show you guys and girls a quick idea that I posted on my Instagram last night and see what you think. So, hopefully the telly's in shot. And also, let me know if you can hear me loud and clear, and if I'm not too loud and clear for you. But this was the idea. It's kind of got that really nice, happy kind of emo vibes to it. And it had that, and then it goes back again. And then the next part I had was like, what else here? Guitar's a bit out of tune, sorry, and I'm a bit nervous playing in front of all of you, so so let me off with the mistakes there. But it has that really nice upbeat feel to it. I'm happy with that one. There's some good S2 chords. I use that kind of pattern all the time. Hopefully I've not got my tuner on. Sorry, I just realised I haven't even checked if sound's coming out. Oh, we got sound. Good. That kind of descending sus2, E sus2, E power chord, E major 7, omit the 3rd. Sounds good. And then I'm just replacing the root of the E with the B, low B, and then to a C sharp. and then I put little runs in there. And the first bit as well, like the definitely sounds like a chorusy section to a song, right? So I thought that sounded quite nice. Hey, Frog Boot says it's watching from the Philippines, and we got existential Pigeon is watching from Seoul, so we're in the same time zone. Welcome. So yeah, fire questions away. I wanted to say as well that if you missed it, that I'll be doing these live QAs every Sunday at this time. I will obviously put the live stream up, schedule it so you can see when it's going to be live. And I was going to say again, as always with the live stream, I have a discount code on any of my merchandise. Currently wearing a Fender t-shirt today, not one of my own, but that gets you 20% off, and that code is live stream. It's all one word, and that's down below in the description, so you can go and pick something up after the video if you like, or whenever you like. I'll leave that up for 24 hours usually, so people who are watching later can take part in that also. And the other thing today I forgot to say is I will be doing the CD giveaway winner announcement for the CDs that we're giving away, basically. And if you watch the Mountains Tokyo tour vlog, then you would have seen that there was a competition to win a bunch of CDs. I don't have them. Ali has them, so he'll be the one posting them. So thanks to him. And there's a bunch of CDs in there. If you know some Japanese bands, there's Locto, Agafa. You can also get Delta Sleep Twin Galaxies CD in there. And also, I believe it's our very last Mountains tape cassette that we have as well. So that's a very fortunate person who wins that one. So I have a random name drawer here. I'm just going to load that up so you can see it. And the window capture. Oh, not that one. Where's that gone now? There we go. Believe this would be the right one now. Yeah, so random, lots of pop-up ads website where you can choose a random name picker. So I'm going to do that in a bit. And the person who wins, I'll obviously get in contact with them, and they get some lovely CDs sent to them. So what's not to like, eh? Fire away the questions, and I'll try and do my best to help you. Bit of a QA. It doesn't have to be all that music related. So, all right. So we got something. Frog Boot says, "What was your worst musical blunder?" Okay. I'm going for. It's going to have to be something live. I get, whenever I guess most of us are guilty of this. Well, not guilty, but this happens to us, right? Where we practice something a lot that we're going to perform live, and we can play it really well to ourselves, in our bedrooms or whatever. And then, we go and play it live, and then, it's just like everyone's watching, it gets to you, right? And then you mess something up, and then, it's the worst thing ever at that time, right? So for me, musical blunder, it's not, I've had things where I've been playing and you've set your equipment up and then you click something on and then you lose all your sounds. Those kind of blunders are never fun, right? And then you're trying to work out drastically, like as quick as possible, what the hell's gone wrong. And sometimes it's just the lead's been knocked out or something like that. There's those kind of things. Probably, if I'm trying to remember something, I've done, if I fill you in on a bit of my musical journey, if you're interested in that, but I started playing guitar when I was about 14. And I did music at middle school, and then I went on to do it at college, which is high school for the American folk among us. And then I went and did it at popular music studies at university as well. So I have got a degree in music, like performance basically, and like improvisation and stuff like that. It's probably just going to be something like, and nothing really comes to mind if I'm honest, but it's probably going to be something like trying to play some improvised piece and then realize that I'm in the wrong key and that everything sounds really awful. That's probably a big blunder. Yeah, I'll come back to that one. Let me have a think about it, because there's got to be something there, right? We've all had one, but usually it's just equipment kind of things for me. Baba Fischetti, I think that's right. Sorry, I'm really squinting at these names. Sorry. He asks, do you think that math rock will ever have a place in the mainstream, such as with radio and music festivals? Radio, I'd argue, is not such a huge thing anymore. Music festivals, Arctangent is getting bigger and bigger pretty much every single year. It's drawing more crowds and bigger names, as headliners and stuff like that. So it's definitely expanding and becoming more popular every single year. And people like myself and all you guys and girls, spreading the word out there, what bands you like and stuff, and supporting all these artists is obviously definitely helping with that. But yeah, I do see it getting bigger. But if you think like stuff that's quite very mathy, perhaps not. But if you think of bands like Polyphia and Chun, and even Tiny Moving Parts these days, they're getting very, very popular, and they've definitely got the math rock influence in them, haven't they? So yeah, I can see it happening at some point. All right, let's get back to the questions. But great question. I think that's a good question. Simple Dino says, are you up for listening to a track I wrote? If so, can I get a copy of it to you? Yeah, of course. My email is I think it's stephenhazel1989@gmail.com. That's this email for this account. So just send something to there and I'll have a listen and I'll get back to you. Or if you want, you can send it to me on Instagram. That one's at Let's Talk About Math Rock, is all one word, and people send me stuff on there, and I think that's a bit better because I can watch it there and then instantly reply as well, which is good. So yeah, hit me up with that. That'd be good. Lage says, hi from Sweden. Hello, welcome. Existential Pigeon, he asks, fingerstyle tips for a beginner. He says, I can't manage to produce sound while doing the hammering on technique, I guess you're trying to say there. All right. Let's see if I got something for you. Bring the guitar over. I'm going to put my headphones on this time so I can hear what I'm doing. All right. Well, now I can hear myself and my guitar, I believe. For me, with... when I started learning finger picking, a good friend of mine, he was playing in different tunings. And one time he showed me the song he wrote. I think it was an FACGCE, and he had a capo on somewhere. And he did this riff. It was in a different tuning, but it was along these lines of... like that, so like playing open string and hammering on. And it sounded wonderful in the riff that I'd written. And so that really inspired me. I was like, man, I got to get that. I remember sitting there for ages trying to do that. It was much slower than that, of course, as well. But I'd say, yeah, try things like that first. So I'm going to say go for 5th fret and hold a minor 7 chord like that with your index, middle, and ring. Listen for those notes if you don't know the chord shape already. And just practice doing that. And then you can start adding slides in. But that was definitely how I started doing the finger hammering on stuff. It's really nice technique for embellishing stuff. And, you know, obviously all the fingerstyle people, especially like, sorry, just going to put my guitar back. Make sure the volume's down. Someone like Tim Collis does that all the time, right? So that kind of technique. But just take it very slowly like that and just do it in succession. So each finger, one after the other. You can do the same for your little finger as well, but it's going to be, and your ring, but it'd be more difficult with those kind of fingers. Take it slow and learn some songs that have it in as well. That'll help you, I believe. So yeah, I hope that answers your question for you. So good luck with that. Jonathan asks, what's your favorite amp to use at the moment? Well, what I've always been using, which is this Yamaha THR 100 head. And if you've watched my videos on my setup, I don't actually have any amps with speakers or anything like that. I'm just using all speaker simulation with all this setup that I got going on. So it sounds quite nice, right? It sounds believable, that's for sure. And the Yamaha does really, really good speaker simulation. And then my other amp, if you remember, I got the Mua preamp, and that's going into the new X Solid Studio, which is a power amp and cab simulator. So if you're familiar with the stages of an amplifier, you plug your guitar into it, you got the preamp section. So you got, you know, your gain, usually volume, and then EQ, you know, treble, middle, and bass. And then that feeds into power amp section, which, you know, obviously amplifies your volume, and that pushes the speaker to move. So I'm simulating all of that basically with this setup, and it sounds really nice. It sounds nice and clean. It's very convenient as well to do this kind of thing. And also, if you're a bedroom player and you want to get a decent tone without, you know, annoying the neighbors or turning up the amp quite loud, then this is a good way to go. But amps really, to get back to that, sorry, long-winded story. But what I like the most is I used the Roland Jazz Chorus 120 in Japan when I played there, and man, that thing sounds so nice. Crank it up, and you know, it's obviously got chorus and vibrato on it, so you know, I just put it on the chorus setting, and it's got, you know, dual speakers in it, and it sounds so lush, so nice. So I'd like to get the JC 22 little one hopefully one day and have that on my desk, but it costs a bit of money and are hard to get here as well. You need to import them, so that kind of sucks. But little amplifiers, always a fan of Fender amplifiers, of course, as well. So I'd like a deluxe reverb if I had the money for one, but I'd never be able to play it, so at a nice volume anyway. So but good question, thanks for that. All right. Oh, it simply says, funny enough, I just graduated yesterday in popular music study as well. Congratulations to you. Hope you did better than I did, because I got a 2-2 because I didn't really go to many classes during my last year, but I made up for it by doing my master's in Korea and getting a master's with a merit, so that felt quite nice. So Tippy asks, have you ever used Tabit? No, I haven't. I'm not sure what that is, but I guess it's some kind of tab program. You just drop a link or something. I'll check that out. Joseph is here. He says, hey Steve, what's poppin'? Not much. Oh, is my live stream gone down? My screen just went black. It says I got excellent connection though. Anyway, hopefully not. Joseph asks, who ended up winning the album you gave away? I haven't actually gave them away yet. I'm going to do the announcement soon. I'm just waiting for a few more people to come in, and then I'm going to do the announcement on here. I've got a random name generator, and I've put everybody who answered into that thing, and then I'm going to pick, it's just going to generate a random name, and then I'll obviously get in contact with them. They're the lucky winner. All right, so keep the questions coming. This is good. You're welcome, existential pigeon. What is wrong with me? Thank you. I says, do I speak Korean? I can a little bit, but I'm not going to do that now because that's really embarrassing. So, Yoda asks, what is Mathrak? That's the question we all want to know, right? So, Frog Boots is the worst genre ever, if you can call it a genre. It's a thing. That's what it is. A style of music. Baba asks, why did you study in Korea? I didn't actually study in Korea. If you're talking about my master's, I did a online course from England at the University of Portsmouth. So I just studied it here. So I was actually working a full-time job and doing that for 3 years on top of that. So it was pretty intense, especially when I did my dissertation. That sucked that time. So there was a big dip in content that I was putting out at that time, which kind of sucked. So, but now I got it, so it's gonna be very good. So, but there is no advantages, I think, to getting a degree in Korea if you want to work. Why would I do that for? I guess, yeah. Existential Pigeon says 한국어 해보세요. So I speak Korean, but there you go. There's some. I just read your message for you. So Baba asks, what musical acts or genres do you think had a major influence on the development of math? For me personally, I got into it during, I'd say probably from 2006. I started getting into more mafia side of things. So for me, I was in the time of in the English scene anyway. So it was the start of probably more 2007-8 time actually. So there's bands like Colour, Blackfish, Tube Lord, This Town Needs Guns had just started. So that was my introduction. So I didn't really think about where it had come from before then. That was what math rock was to me, like math pop and that kind of stuff. And Meet Me in St. Louis and Shapes, these kind of English bands, really, really good. Then I started branching out more, so listening to some older style bands, American Football, and then before that, not before that, Don Caballero. Don't go much further back than that, but there's the History of Math section on the Fecking Bahamas website. If you haven't checked that out, just go to Fecking Bahamas, and they've got it's everything math rock website if you don't know about it, and they've got a history of math section on there, and it looks at all aspects of what could have possibly influenced math rock. It's starting with looking at things like asymmetrical structures, atypical, and things like odd time signatures, those kind of things. So there was the album, it's a lot of Steve Albini stuff, and Black Flag as well, My War, that album, also Punk Acts and stuff like that. There's it's got so many it's got a lot of subgenres that went into it basically, and you can have the more prog rock stuff going into it as well. But when it came mathy for me, is probably I'm thinking Don Caballero is one of the big ones for me. If any of that rambling made sense. Mathematics. Actually, we say maths in maths in England, so it's maths rock with an S on the end of it. So technical indie equals math rock. Yeah, it could be. I guess there's so many sub branches of it, right? There's not really that much of a core because it branches off in so many directions. Some people make a tree of it. I don't know what you call that, but this band and then this is similar, and if you like this, then check out this kind of thing, and then you get to see how it all branches out and how it all interacts with each other. It's wonderful stuff. Emo jazz, yeah. Frog, yeah, that's become a popular phrase. I think my friend Ali in our band Mountains, who was the one who coined that phrase. Or it's punk kids who wanted to play jazz, basically. then you got math rock. I think that's a fairly accurate description, right? What would calculus rock sound like? Can you play an example? It'd probably sound like some really avant-garde kind of material. Probably like a Frank Zappa song or something like that. Heineken. Yeah, Heineken's alright, Yeah, proud Belgium. What's your favourite beer? I don't particularly like lagers and stuff. I'm much more into my ales. So I like a good IPA. But that kind of beer here is expensive in Korea, so I have to pay the premium price to get the nice beer, unfortunately. But I don't mind lager too though, but it's not my favorite. All right, how many people we got here? I think we got 9 people watching. It's going well so far. Well, thanks to all the people that have been joining. I guess it would be better if I could do this at a different time, but with the time differences and such, it's pretty hard. Like I said, it's like 5 to 11 at night here. So, all right. So, Lage again. Got another question. Yes, tips for getting into tapping. I started with. For me, it was. I've said this before, but it was when I got into Funeral for a Friend. I got into Funeral for a Friend when I heard that riff. You know. Whoops. Yeah, that's what I got into Funeral for a Friend when I heard that. But they got a song called Roses for the Dead, I think it is. I've not got enough gain for it, and I haven't got a PRS, but that's a lot of weak. That's some weak gain. It's more like a metal zone or something on it, but I'm not going to put that on. That's going to destroy your ears. But, yeah, that's what got me into tapping. I was going to say, sorry. So nice. It sounds quite technical when you speed it up, but it's pretty easy. Like, it's just your left hand's doing that, and this one's just going. Sorry. Just going in between each. So that was a nice riff that I really spent a long time learning tapping. But that's how I got into tapping anyway. Try not to do something very technical at first. That it's got a nice structure to it. It's very easy to follow. It's not like something like I've been learning recently. I'm sorry, but there we go. Terra melody, no, not melody. 40 rods. It's probably best not to try and do that kind of thing to get into tapping because it's all over the place, right? So, yeah, start with something that's very formulated. Is the word I'm looking for? Formulated, yeah. So this is quite easy to learn it bit by bit, like that Funeral for a Friend song, basically. So, if any of you guys and girls have suggestions for songs that are good to learning to get into tapping, then leave them down below. Because I always think it's good to analyze the technique, but also learn some songs to get you motivated and learn how other people tap, basically. So, all right, great question. I hope that helped you out. So, Frog Boot asks, what math rock bands do you think need more attention? I'd say probably what's the name? That's how much more attention they need. I can't even remember their name. It's Luna something. They are awesome. They need more attention. That's for sure. That's gonna bug me now. One of you will know. Luna something. Is it Luna something? All right, this is gonna bug me now. So I'm gonna go to my music streaming and find that. Now my internet's really slow. It's always great when that happens, right? There we go. Albums. I want to get this right, so. L. Maybe it's not L. Oh dear, this is not going well. This is some not so good dead air for everybody. Oh dear. Where is it? We'll find it for you. Just give me a second. Unless it's been removed for some reason. I didn't delete it. It's via. I'm sure it's via Luna. VIA Luna. VIA. That's really weird. Happens sometimes because like some albums, they're not always available in Asia. It's really annoying, so they get deleted after so often. Yes, via Luna. Here we go. Let's see what this looks like if I share it. Window capture. There you go. Yeah, this one. Yeah, that album. Check that one out. It's really good. And if you want to see all my other albums, we'll go through these quickly. There's some embarrassing guilty pleasures in here, I must admit, so bear with me a second. Albums I think that need more attention. You can see I'm quite a big Blink fan. Going through those. Braid, not a band that needs more attention, but this album's great. No Cost. Apology. I guess everybody knows Dads. I love Delta Sleep and Don Caballero. Everybody knows them. You know how the band Enemies? Enemies are really popular, but if you haven't, then start here. We've been talking. I hope you can see all this. Yeah, you can. Yeah, really, really good album. Looking for math. Oh, Forests for sure. If you've not heard of Forests, check out Forests. Start with Sunny Moongrave Party. It's really good. And they got an EP as well. You don't know Foxing. Another one, Gulfer. This album is absolutely fantastic. Gulfer need more attention, that's for sure. What Gives. And this one, we're getting there now. Endless. Check out this album. Amazing. Really, really good. By Holding Patterns. It's ex-members of Crash of Rhinos. Yeah, really, really good album. So check that one out. Why did I go back to the start for? Right, yeah, so that one. Alright, keep going down. Maps and Atlases. Modern Baseball. You'll probably know them. Really good band. This band as well, Mountains, if you've not heard of those. Check those out. A bit of shameless self-promotion. Owl's old Tim Kinsella band, really good, but I don't think they're gone for a while. So this band, check out this band. You'll love this band as well. Very heavy math rock, I'd say. Shapes, The Pasture, The Oil. Very good EP. Really love that one. Sorry if this is super boring for you. Oh man, I wish that wouldn't go all the way back to the start again. I went past one. Colossal. Damn, this band's so good. Check them out. The full releases Welcome the Problems, but the EP, Brave the Elements EP, so good. Yeah, love that one. Singing might be not for everyone, but like the guitar work is very ahead of its time. Like different tunings and lots of widdly stuff. New Tiny Moving Parts, really good. Got Toe, love Toe, of course. Totoro as well, excellent band. Tube Lord, if you're not listening to Tube Lord, very good. The Lord of the Rings soundtrack is really good as well. Just joking. You Slut as well, another fantastic band if you've not checked them out. And Two Nights as well, this album, Effing, is fantastic. And this is an old project of me, and this is my artwork here I did in paint by Wolves Flying Kites. So check this. This is on Spotify and stuff as well. I should probably explain that I'm going to stop sharing that now. So there we go. I'm using what am I using? Deezer, because you can't use Spotify in Korea. So Deezer kind of sucks, but that's all I can use for streaming stuff. So all right, so yeah, there was a lot of bands for you there, but just watch it back if you didn't get any of them. All right, so let's go back up the questions, see what I missed. What video games do I play? I love I love RPG games. Big sucker for Final Fantasies. But recently, I haven't played games in months, if I'm honest, because I just do YouTube stuff. But a big fan of Dark Souls stuff. I played a hell of a lot, and like things like Skyrim. Played that quite a bit, and yeah, not so many games recently. I've missed a lot. I'm really behind on all that. But like I said, I don't really have time for that, so I'm just doing the YouTube stuff for now, and hopefully I'll have more time in the future to get back into gaming again. It's good fun. All right. Crystal actually, Phoenix says, do you have any Spotify playlists or anything I could follow? I'm doing this. I haven't updated it for a while, so I'm sorry. But there is some stuff on here already. So if you go to my website, where are we? There we go. So I'm going to have to share my screen again with you. You're going to really enjoy this for the rest of the show. On my website, let's talk about mathrock.com. I have Spotify playlists, and I made playlists for like stuff that I used in videos, or just just random things like some of my favorite Japanese math rock and emo style bands and stuff like that. So if you go there, you'll be able to find these playlists, and I got them there. And I haven't done one in a while, but I will. I did this introduction to math rock, wow, into math rock, and it starts like historically kind of timeline of some of the good songs and stuff like that. But I don't believe it's in order on here. But if you go to this one, Math Rock Bands tab, I did do an overview of albums. So you can see I started with Slint in 1991, then I went to Shellac and American Football. It's just going on kind of in. Watch free jazz tutorials. Wow. Farragut and Owls and Heller, like just going on like this. So if you want to get like a quick historical overview of some of the popular bands, then go and check that out. Hope that will help you. Right, the questions are coming thick and fast. This is great. Love it. Okay. Ian Ernest says, how much did the Marcus Mina book help you with tapping? That's not that side, that's this side. I actually printed it out so I could, just get. I just like having the physical thing, if I'm honest. And if you're new to tapping, it's got some good, quick, nice historical overview, but it's really, really good for like technique pointers and making sure you're doing, holding the guitars right, and lots of exercises for that and for like dexterity. So it's very good, but the difficulty really, really like steps up super quickly. So I find it really difficult later on in the book, and you can see how Marcus plays this. He's really, really good at this. So if you did learn this whole book, then you would be able to play like him. But it has like chord voicings for tapping, and doing intervals with tapping, arpeggios, which is very useful, and then it has like a section on both hands, and doing polyrhythms, which I completely suck at trying to do polyrhythms, and a section on duality. So polyrhythms is obviously you're going to be tapping different times to each other, but duality is tapping at the same time, and this is something I like, and this is something that Yvette Young does quite a lot as well, so it's very useful for that kind of thing. And it has counterpoint, syncopation, and it has pieces of music that he learned to tap from at the back, like very classical minded pieces. So but I would recommend it. It's not super expensive. I think it's like $10 to buy, and obviously that supports him, an independent artist as well, so that's also very good. But it's one of the best books for learning tapping in the vein of music that we're playing. So perhaps buy it and let me know what you think. I'm slowly working my way through it, but it does ramp up in difficulty, but it's a very good place to start for technique and learning some exercises that will build up finger strength with tapping. So it's definitely good for that. All right. All right, there's some good questions here. Jonathan asks, "What's my favorite Shrek movie?" Well, it's got to be number one, the first one. Jonathan, and then another Jonathan, sorry, Benitez. He asks, he says, "Sorry, the riff you played earlier sounds very nice. Thank you." And what tuning? It's in standard tuning. They're all just standard chords that you can learn. And yeah, thank you. It sounds quite nice. I'm happy with that one, but it's got a bit of work doing to it. It needs a bit of work. Sorry. All right. 26 is dancier than 4 is surprisingly easy for tapping. Ian says. Yeah, it's not. It's the speed of it which makes it quite difficult. But it's all like, yeah, it's all flowing in a line. There's nothing really tapping at the once. And that one is not duality. Like tapping left and right in. Oh, man, it's like I forget the English language when I do these live streams. But yeah, that not at the same time. There we go. The opposite of that. All right. Yeah. Frogboot says, "If I sit still, maybe I'll get out of here." Was the first tapping riff you learn. Yeah, that's a nice one to learn. It's not too difficult either, right? Crystal Phoenix says, "How do you your band actually get its band name?" So our band name is Mountains for those who are not familiar. But we got it from, because Korea's topography is like 70% like mountain ranges. So there's not really any flat land anywhere. So we got the name from that, basically. Mountains. It's just everywhere. So, and Ali has this thing where he needs to name every band like a plural, one word plural. So he has like visuals, mountains, ghosts, meteors, like this. It goes on. So that's how he does his band name. So he was the one who came up with it. So, all right. Fellow Lord of the Ring fan here. Favorite Korean street food? It's probably gonna be tteokbokki. Well, I like the deep fried stuff, the tweegim they call it. The stuff's really nice as well. Yeah. Frogfoot says, "Do you know the band Tom Story?" Actually, when I just shown you all the albums there, I was going to mention, yeah, Tom Story's there. Yeah, they're good. They're good fun to listen to. Good to put on in the background and get stuff done too. Two concerts. That's favorite TTNG song. That one's hard because it shifts all the time, because I was obsessed with Adventure, Stamina, Anger, I think it's called, for ages, for years. That song's so good, with the EP. And then these days, really good one. I forget the title of the song, but it's got that really good live video that really, it's got a lot of feels to it. That's the way I'm going to put it. But TTNG Live is probably going to be one of the first ones. Whatever, Whenever, the Milk Time session. That video is so good. And then that song, because I don't particularly like a lot of their newer stuff, but that song is really, really good. I really like that song. Let me know what your favorite TTNG songs are and why. But that one has nice grooves to it, and it progresses really nicely as well. And the ending's just super epic as well. So. More or less the favorite song off the new TMP. Mine is Midwest Sky. Midwest Sky is really good. I'd probably say it's either Bloody Nose. That one I really love as well. I was Medicine for a while, but now when that comes on, because I've listened to it so many times before the record came out, I'm just like, no, just skip this one and listen to the next one. But yeah, Midwest Sky, and the second song as well. What is that song called? It's going to go down, so I want to find that to let you know what that is. Here we go, Tiny Moving Parts. Yeah, it's either Light Bulb or Icicles. One of those two. It has this really awesome section in it that, the rest of the song's not particularly great, but like that one part really like just holds it together. It's so nice. So yeah, probably one of those two, and either that or Bloody Nose. It's just the intro is awesome. So yeah, I know band Invalids. I've got their record. It was on the shelf, but I've moved it over there. Yeah, they're pretty good. Bin, you didn't miss this CD giveaway. I'll be doing that in a minute. I'm just actually collecting a few more names. I think I've got your name. Yeah, Bin52. Yeah, I've got you. So it's a great name, but yeah, I've got you on the list. So I got 23 people on the list, I believe it is, who answered the question. So yeah, good luck to you. Let's give it a few more minutes, then I'm going to do that. Yeah, Motion City Soundtrack. That's very old band, very emo, right? If I remember rightly. Crystal said yeah. He said it hadn't happened yet. Also, he loves the Milk Time session, the TTNG one. Yeah, it's really good. But he said his favorite's probably Cat Fantastic. Yeah, that's another super. It's a really, really good track. That one is as well. I need to stop saying super awesome. That doesn't sound very good. Yeah, that's a really good track. Frog Boots says, are there any guitars are better or worse for playing math rock? I always said, like, every live stream I get this kind of question, but it's just finding what works for you more than just picking what other people use. But there's a really good article recently on Fecking Bahamas about the history of the Telecaster and its use in math rock. So that'll give you an indication of what the most popular guitar is, as we already know. And I have 3 Telecasters. One of them is a Telecaster with Strat pickup configuration, I must say, but yeah, I really like Telecasters, and yeah, so that's my guitar. But I recommend Telecaster, but you might find Telecaster's not for you. So go down to your local music shop or music store from wherever you are and try out some guitars and see what works for you. Oh, Eddie has a good question. Yes, what do you think about noiseless pickups? Well, I haven't actually played any. But from watching so many podcasts from other YouTubers about gear and stuff, because that's what I like. Yeah, they always say that they're not very fond of them. So yeah. TC Concert says, "How do you enter the giveaway?" It's a bit late for that. I've taken the video down for now, but it was just leaving what was your favorite Japanese math rock band basically in the comments. So. Oh, Crystal Phoenix says, "Can I join?" Well, I don't know. That's got a lot of people to add. I'm just going to keep it with the list I've got now. Sorry for that, but yeah, next time you can probably just keep an eye out and enter there. But did you comment on the video before? If so, I'll add you in, but I'll have a quick look. Channel. Where are we? Videos. There we go. Oh, that's not the right one. Sorry if you're going to get audio here. I need to mute. There we go. No problem. Right, so... No, you didn't. Alright, he says, I'd say stuff with flatter fingerboards are better for math rock. Into my Tele 9.5 radius. Yeah, Jack isn't brilliant for tapping with a 7.25 radius. Yeah, I don't think I've ever played a guitar with a 7.25 or 7 and a quarter or whatever radius. So yeah. Bob asks your favorite anime. I don't watch anime, so I haven't really got any answer for that. Sorry. There you go. Yeah. sorry, Crystal Phoenix. Yeah, I don't want to be unfair to all the people that answered the question before. So the same for TC concerts. So I'll probably do more giveaways in the future. Actually, I've got a bunch of pedals that are too low to bother to sell and do the whole rigmarole of that. So I might do some giveaways for that and send pedals it doesn't cost too much, so I might do that for next giveaway kind of thing. But not really a gear channel, so I don't really have to do something like that. So anyway, let's do the winner announcement. All right. So, you ready? Should we do the announcement? Yeah. We've got the screen up. We've got the advertisements. We've got PayPal. We've got this authorization calculator. All right. So I got everyone's names here. It's time to do the giveaway. All right. Sorry. And so yeah, I'm gonna pick a random name, and good luck to everybody that's involved. All right. Ready? Just giving it a second so you guys can catch up. Need a drum roll. Pick a random name. All right, here we go. All right, the winner is, I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to jump back. There you go. The winner is Make It Creative with Cloud. I'm not joking. Sevi. So Sevi, yeah, I don't know if you're here, but I will get in contact with you. So congratulations. You've won yourself a bunch of CDs. And I'll find you on YouTube, and I'll see if I can contact you from your email. If I can't get in contact with Sevi, then I'll do this again, and whoever comes up, I will be sending the CDs to them, if they obviously reply. If not, then yeah, keep going on and on and on. Yeah, so congratulations, Sevi. You're the winner of some lovely CDs, some awesome Japanese bands. All right, let's get back to the chat, sorry. See if we're going... Bin 50 Sousa's, congrats, that's very nice. I was going to say, one of the CDs is a band called Agafa, and Ko plays drums for that band, and he was the one who was helping us out in Tokyo, and his band is really awesome, so I think you'll really enjoy that CD. Will says, can I have CDs? You can't have any CDs, Will. I'm sorry. Congratulations, thanks. I don't think the guy or girl is actually in here, so no, they're probably not aware of that, but yeah, I'll get in contact them. I'll try and get in contact with them anyway. So yeah, congratulations to them. All right, we got any? I gotta get going in 10 minutes. So have we got any last questions? And I want to say thanks to everybody that did join. Oh, and I didn't mention that if you wasn't aware, that I do this in podcast form, for iTunes and for Spotify and stuff like that. So if you want to listen to it later without the video, and obviously save your data and just listen to it whilst you're doing something, then you can go there and download that, and that's down below in the description. Links for that. Will put a sad face. Sorry, Will. This has been fun. Yeah. Like I said, I'll be doing these live streams, hopefully this time every Sunday from 10:30. I know that's quite early morning for the American folks out there, and South American folks out there, so I apologize for that, but it's the best I can do until I get morning time off. If I can ever do that, then I'll do live streams at that time for you instead. So Barbara says, what YouTubers would you be interested in collaborations with? The kind of YouTube channels that I watch, I watch like a lot of gear stuff. So I'm watching, like, I watch what's his name? So got Rick Beato. I kind of like his stuff, but he shouts a lot, so it's kind of annoying sometimes. I like watching the Andertons one sometimes, but it gets annoying as well sometimes with that. I watch a lot of Phil McKnight stuff, if you've watched his before, like gear stuff. Not really his review stuff, but his live stream stuff. And I like a lot of gear related channels, like Samurai Guitarist. I watch a lot of his stuff. But doing collabs with those kind of guys, they're quite big channels, so perhaps not. And we wouldn't really have that much in common. So I'd like to do something. I don't feel like I'm good enough to do stuff with the big YouTubers, if I'm honest, anyway, because they're kind of miles above me in ability a lot of the time. So it would be nice to do something with like Rob Scallon or something like that, but that would be the dream, right? But people more in our vein is Trevor Wong, but I don't think we really ever spoke to each other, so we're kind of against each other, I guess, as well with content. So But it would be nice to do a collaboration maybe sometime. And there's a Sleepy Dog, but there's not. He just puts music on his channel and stuff. It would be good to do something with him, I think. So, if you guys got any suggestions for other channels that I'm probably not aware of that are quite related to mine, then please, drop me a comment with that. I'd really like to know, because I do watch a lot of YouTube, but I don't really branch out much. And most of my YouTube viewing stuff is gear related stuff, if I'm honest. So, and some musical education stuff. So, Bin says, don't sell yourself short like that. I need to get better. I need to get better in front of the camera and playing. Man, it's hard. Like, the nerves get to you every time. So, Crystal Phoenix says, you got a nice voice to listen to, so maybe I'll actually listen to them on Spotify. Yeah, I'll upload it tomorrow, so that'll be Sunday evening for you. Yeah, a collab with Rob Scallon would be epic, but he'd show me up too much, so perhaps not with that. Well, I'll get on that right now. I'll be tabbing John Coltrane's for you, yeah. No problem. You can have it for free as well. All right, well, Baba says he's got some nice words. He says, yeah, you're more than good enough. Thank you very much. Popular YouTubers don't have enough passion and drive. I mean, I got the passion for it, but I'm not a really extroverted or a gregarious person. So, I'm quite monotone to listen to. So I need to work on that a bit, I think. But unless if people like that, I don't know. So, Ruslan, I'm squinting at these names, so I should probably make this chat a bit bigger. I'm looking down in the corner all the time, so I'm sure that's great to watch, isn't it? In 2 days, I will get my Telecaster Deluxe Ash 2004. Oh man, that's going to be a nice guitar. Congratulations on that. So, and Eddie asks, what was my first guitar? My very first guitar is probably maybe an acoustic. I can't even remember. But first electric guitar was a Bullet Strat, I think, in black and white. I think that was my first guitar. And then I just grab it quickly. There you go. I told you last week that guitar hanger was going to fall off, and it just did. This one is one of my first guitars. And I still got it from when I think I got this when I was 16. It's a PV EXP. Weighs a ton. I think it's made from basswood. And it's got a fish sticker on it. And it's a bit beat up, but really thin neck, like beginner's kind of guitar. And I've had that ever since. So yeah, been a fun guitar. A lot of history with that one, a lot of gigs. So worse as it was, you know, better than me, I guess. I think it was, yeah. And I've had like spiky looking metal guitars, SG copies, all that kind of stuff in between. So yeah, awesome stuff. All right, well, I'm gonna have to get going. Need to get up early in the morning, get to work. So, but this was great, really good. I really appreciate everyone hanging out, and thanks for all of the nice comments here at the end. That's really nice to see. 5 Watt World, yeah, I love that guy as well. Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of. He has really informative stuff. 5 Watt World. I can never understand what he says sometimes though, but yeah, it's good channel. Good channel, yeah. Frog says your first electric guitar looks better, but that's not my first one. It's a Squire Bullet, which is not a bad guitar, I guess, actually. But yeah. All right. So congratulations to I've completely forgot who the winner was already. To Sevi, that was it. For winning the CDs. I guess you're not here, but you will find out soon, hopefully. And thanks everyone for joining. 5 Watt. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in, everybody, and hopefully see you next Sunday if you're going to join. That would be lovely. We can have some more question time, and I'll try and think of a topic perhaps for next time, like I did the last 2 times. I think that's quite interesting for you guys and girls. So yeah, and there was one thing I wanted us to say at the end, but I've completely forgot. Thanks to all the patrons for your support. You guys and girls are super awesome I'm saying super awesome again. I'm just going to say super awesome for all the support that you've been giving me, and it's really keeping me going, and a lot of good motivation there, and to see everyone supporting the channel. So, all right, until next time, enjoy your Sundays, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and yeah, I'll catch you next Sunday. Oh, and hopefully I have a video for you midweek anyway. All right, see you later. Goodbye.